So now we've started coming to fruition. In Abby's desk is a master holotape. I'll need to bring the scorch detection system online. I need to make sure to grab it before I head to Harper's Ferry Armory. Take the holotape. Got it. Load the master holotape in the Armory terminal. I need to load the holotape into... Now, in a message from Abby, she said I'd need to use the master holotape to get access to the Harper's Ferry Armory. I need to load the holotape into the Armory entrance terminal and run the Armory access program. But is there anything on this holotape? Also, I have a bunch of notes I need to access. Okay. Error. No required system detected. Whoops. Try again. Should further instructions be necessary, please use Abby's terminal and select the scorch detectors. Initiate program file scan. Nope, nothing there. There's another person in here with me, though. So what does it say on the workstation? All that is the same. Do we have access to anything new? Routing schematics is now up. Rayleigh was working with my dad on the programming behind networking several systems together to route all of the scorch detection data through. Along with the detectors, they wanted to plug in and utilize security and surveillance systems. Unfortunately, all of this data is in the Harper's Ferry Armory. We didn't really have time to get it during the scorch outbreak while we were running for our lives, but we always intended to go back. What about access codes? We have access to it. To get this entire system up and running, we need to be able to route the information through the proper channels. I've got skills, but I wouldn't say I got the skills to hack into government satellites, if you know what I mean. Sam Blackwell was a U.S. Senator who gave the government the finger and officially joined us. All we need are his access codes, but they're on lockdown at his old office in the Charleston Capitol building. And finally, do we have access to upload and reboot? Final stage. Upload and routing schematics and the access codes to create the network we need to make the SDS work. I've programmed the holotape to be able to run a program in any relay tower. Once that's done, all you have to do is journey back here and reboot the system. Then pray to whatever god you believe in, and this all comes together and runs like clockwork. And that's all of those. There's nothing new on this because it's just these two, and we cannot reboot the system until we go. I don't know what the person that was in here was shooting at. Were they shooting at me? Possibly. Because there's no one else on my compass, but I heard the gunshots. Gosh, I wish this thing would stop scrolling around. Well, there they are. They were probably... Why are they doing the quest so late? That or they're following me around. I think I'm going to fast travel here and then server hop, because I don't want some other player just following me around. So, okay, we'll go from here. Okay, so we just need to head over here to the Harper's Ferry Armory, but this is where we encountered that Flatwoods monster that was just wrecking us. So let's see what's here before we head on over. Like, what random encounter is over here? Seems to be nothing. So we're good on that end. What about the random encounter that's down here? Let's see what we got. What is that? Is that a corpse? That's a corpse of... Oh, we've already gotten this one. We just didn't dive into it. So we're not going to dive into it now. That's for another day. And another dollar. Well, no dollars. But there's the Armory. There's Harper's Ferry, which we will dive into at a later date. As I don't believe any actual quests take us to Harper's Ferry. Oh, wait. Maybe one. Maybe one quest takes us to Harper's Ferry. If you come through the back door, there's just a bunch of small-time loot. But we gotta go in through the main entrance. Oh! Mine! Mines everywhere! Unexpected. Just all over that place, huh? Okay, we want nothing to do with investigating Harper's Ferry. Let's go ahead and turn all of that off. This one can turn back on. Let's try to get back in there. She did not inform us that the place would be just covered in mines. Very nice of her, don't you think? Okay. Two dogs and a hound. No, two dogs and a super mutant. They are the hound. Armory access. Attention. Access to Armory is limited to Free States members only. For access permissions, please see Rayleigh Clay or Niraj Singh. Access denied. Learn to read. Access limited to Free States members only. No Brotherhood of Steel. See Rayleigh Clay for permissions. Let's go ahead and load this master holotape. Loading holotape. Please wait. Run the Access Armory program. Armory Access Control Terminal. System detected. Sit back, relax, and let the holotape work its magic. Allow the option that appears below to guaranteed results. Armory Access. Instructions. We'll have to wait, because you're just going to shoot me, aren't you? But I didn't want to fight you, because it would pull all of the other super mutants once I engaged in combat. But fine. Maybe they won't notice I'm here. Does it say anything new? I found the entrance terminal to the Harpers Ferry Armory. Once I have the master holotape loaded, I need to run the Armory access program so I can get inside. We're in the process of doing that. Remote door access. Oh wait, I have to reload in the holotape, huh? Yep. Armory access. Instructions. This program will redirect the Harpers Ferry communications to connect with the Free States network. Step 1, select run. Step 2, you're done. Run.
Scenario 2, semi-ideal. You made it! And maybe Harper's Ferry is not the nasty Scorchbeast nest I assumed it was. Now that you're in, you need to get to Raleigh's terminal and use that master holotape to download his routing schematics. We need them to set up the communication network for the uplinks and tie everything together. Bad news is, Raleigh fortified the Armory to protect our research against the Brotherhood of Steel after they stopped playing nice. There's no outside access to the security we wired up there for safety purposes, so you may need to dodge a few turrets. So, if all goes well, you'll be hearing from me soon enough.
So I'm guessing I miss out on all of that information now, don't I? Whatever else was in there. Okay, fine. We got another safe here, level 2 lock. Dang it. So there is a reason why none of this security stuff matters. If you're a higher level player, we won't be grabbing that data. Or you're mutated, you know, so either if you have a jetpack or you have the marsupial perk, you can just jump over the fence. You tell me the Brotherhood people won't have a jetpack to just jump over the fence? I call shenanigans. So she said there's going to be a bunch of turrets in here. So here's the Free State symbol. I don't think I've pointed it out before. But it's a star with a chain, and it's half blue and half black. Now we got to get through here without being just destroyed by turrets. There we go. First turret is down. Let's grab some stuff. So we make our way through. Terminal to open this door. I think that's all this terminal does. North Wing Access Terminal. Open door. Good job. It's just a bunch of minor loot. Minor junk. We'll head upstairs, and there's the next turret. What do we have access to here? So sometimes these turrets will have explosive ammo. They don't seem to now, and that's probably just because I'm a low-level player. They don't want to have them shooting explosive rounds and just destroying me. Mirage's terminal. Property of Mirage. Sing. Air scrubbers. I've started construction on air scrubber that we can set up throughout Harper's Ferry. These storms that blow through, full of radiation and strange diseases, are too much. Initial tests. Initial tests of the air scrubbers appeared successful. Now it's just a matter of listing out and scavenging the materials to create. Oh, only a dozen more or so. Hopefully the benefit will get some people on board. So I don't think we notice any air scrubbers in Harper's Ferry, but you can find them currently now at Point Pleasant, and they originated in the ash heap, and actually they're one of the reasons that explains why the ash heap looks the way that it does. So the lore of why this region, each area has a lore reason for why it is the way it is, and the air scrubbers are what explains why the ash heap is the way that it is. We will get into that when we discuss regional locations at a later date. Can you let me jump up onto this so I can find our next turret? No? Okay. So I can just trigger those. I can't disable those. Just gonna run on through, as there's no point. If I don't get experience, then I'm not going to waste the time. So what do we got here? Next turret is... Where's our next turret at? I hear it. I don't see it. Oh, bottom of the stairs. Oh, reloading. Got it. Do I have anything else I can consume without using my... Yeah, I've got tons of water. It's just so I don't have to use stim packs and stuff. Those are more combat ready. Okay. Another terminal. We'll auto-hack it. West Wing access terminal, security control door open. But if you don't want to hack the door, I believe you can just drop in from the top. Oh, sorry. Yep. So you don't even need it. You don't even need to fight the turret. You can just drop off the top. We'll grab this because we still get mods from that. But inside this furnace, the second furnace, is a teddy fear. Okay. Let's scrap this, though. Open the door to find literally nothing but another door with another turret on the other side. I really need to start getting stronger weapons that are appropriate for my level. Maybe we'll go see if there's a place we can Get some legendary stuff. Okay. Wooden crate. Oh! That would have got me. So I did not see that it was there. Got a Kim. I can hear that there's one more turret somewhere. Up above. Bunch of wooden boxes with some ammo in them. Oh, and a minigun. This is actually a guaranteed minigun, so it will always be a minigun here. In case you haven't already found one in your journey. You get a sniper rifle. Inside here, two random explosives. And just a bunch of stuff that I'm just gonna grab just to grab. Let's go ahead and pick this level 2 lock safe. No, that didn't work. Come on. Leave the technical data. Cap and a note. Jed's letter. Who's Jed? We've got 2 more cases of 10mm coming in tomorrow, so that should take care of the ammo. I've talked to Larry, and he's got plenty of drinking water, but we've got to do something about Henry. When we put him in charge of the food stockpile, we didn't expect that idiot to collect 100 boxes of sugar bombs. How does he expect us to survive on that sugary junk? Oh, what? Didn't hit next page. After everything goes to hell, tell him to start collecting real food or else he can shelter in his own bunker. Jed. And now we're here at the final terminal. South Wing Access Terminal. Unlock the door. And there's Rayleigh's. Doesn't seem to be anything else in here other than the holotape and his terminal. Protecting our own.
I think it's time we claim the Armory as our own territory. I'll need to get Eddie and Neeraj to help out with some security measures. Survivors are gonna hate it, but we gotta protect our own, especially against the damn Brotherhood. Yeah, Derek told us they've been hitting up the responders for manpower and supplies and not taking no for an answer. Well, they got another thing coming if they try that over here, and we need to be ready.
So another faction confirming that the Brotherhood is out there just taking people's stuff by force. Rayleigh's terminal perimeter. I think it's supposed to be perimeter? Probably was perimeter. Why did I say perimeter? Oh, we finally got a decent perimeter. It is perimeter. Parameter. So when in all caps, it just looks strange to me. Set up around Harper's Ferry. It's quite the improvised mix of train cars and scrap. Fingers crossed she holds. Eddie's working on getting patrols together. Miranda's completely stepped aside, which has eased some of the tension. The woman has many flaws, but to her credit, pride ain't one of them. Brotherhood of Steel. We met a group today calling themselves the Brotherhood of Steel. Believe me, it ain't no union. From what I heard, some of them once forced a group of our own out of Thunder Mountain back when they went up by some other name. Either way, I don't like it. We're not rebuilding this place to be taken over by some self-proclaimed military. They're exactly what we wanted to get away from. So if you remember, when we were walking down from Abby's bunker and activating all the things, we passed Thunder Mountain, and that plays into a side story. It doesn't actually have its own quest line that has to do with the Brotherhood of Steel and the Free States, but we'll get to that at a later date. Trade routes. We've been able to set up a few small trade routes, which have been risky but successful. We found a couple more communities out there. Some people are building up in the trees. Others managed a decent shantytown, for lack of a better word. Then, of course, there's the route we secured to Charleston to work with the responders. It's been a decent exchange so far, and hopefully we can build it up. So he's talking about the people who live in the trees. There are two actual places. There's Treetops, and then there's what is now called the Retreat. I don't remember what its original name was, but it was another town built up in the trees. And then the shanty town is, I believe, Moss Town, which we will explore all three of those at a later date. And then crime. We found a body the other day. It's so torn up, we have no way of knowing who it was, and it's got the entire town in an uproar. Most are worried about some new killer creature, but a few other folks think we got a madman on the loose. Of course, Sam's also nowhere to be found, so the next question is he the victim? The man just got here after burying his daughter. It wouldn't surprise me if this was what he wanted. Eddie, Niraj, Miranda, they all think it's him, but my guts say otherwise. And why? I guess believing Sam just left without a word is still better than him being dead. So it appears Sam's daughter died, and he just buried him and then joined everyone here before he just mysteriously vanished. And someone out there is killing and ripping people to shreds. Oh wait, we forgot to load the holotape. So now let's go ahead and load in the holotape, the master holotape, into Rayleigh's terminal. System detected. Sit back, relax, and let the holotape work its magic. Follow the options that appear below for guaranteed results. Initiate program file scan. Routing schematics. Let's read what that says before we go ahead and move forward. I found Rayleigh's terminal at the Harpers Ferry Armory. With the master holotape loaded in the terminal, I need to run Abby's scanning program to find and download the routing schematics. It's odd that they have things for this, because you have to leave the terminal to read them. So why would they make them? Initiate program file scan.
Hopefully, my network predictions were successful, and you're legitimately triggering this next message. If not, I guess I'm speaking to no one, and none of this is going to matter. But I digress. You want to find Senator Sam Blackwell's terminal, and use the master holotape to download the files we need. It should be fun, since you get to visit the one and only Charleston Capitol building. Still intact last I saw. Then, find the nearest relay tower, upload all that hard-earned data. Piece of cake, right? Right.
So we saw a fifth option while we were in there. Is it still there? No. If I reload the holotape, though, will it be there?
Jesus. What am I even doing? This is hopeless. Damn, still recording.
Are you done now? See, I didn't know she was still talking, but that was actually part of it. But that's it. There's nothing else here. We can drop out in here, grab ourselves some more ammo, and a beer. What is it? It's a Oak Holler Lager. And then we're done. And we are good to loot this one room here that I believe just has a bunch of scrap. Oh, it has a single round of ammo, and it happened to be a flare. which serves no purpose. Oh no! Now we're ready to head on down to the Charleston Capitol building. In a message from Abby, she said I'd need to use the master holotape she left me to download Sam's access codes at the Charleston Capitol building. I need to load the master holotape into Sam's terminal to do this. Okay. Wherever we left off. In a message from Abby, she said I'd need to use the master holotape she left me to download Sam's access codes at the Charleston Capitol building. I need to load the master holotape into Sam's terminal to do this. Load the master holotape in Sam's terminal. Is that a person? Look like a person. Oh, I thought that was deep enough to land in. It was not. That is a person, though. It's Dead Raider from probably after the flood. He was on watch to see if any responders left. But who? That must be the Blackwater Bandits. I actually don't know what all their symbols look like. And I feel like that's not the Blackwater Bandits, but it's not any of the Raider gangs. Let's go ahead and get in there and get to his terminal. It wants me to go in through the roof. Okay. That's different from what I remember the last time I ever did this. But it's also probably way faster to go in through the roof. How do I... Has a boat always been here? This little walkway here with chairs and a bed? Yeah, because see, look, this is the, oh, I'm stuck. This is... The Cutthroats is this one, right? And then who is this? I really need to go back and look at all the gang things. Because there were only 5 gangs, but it seems like there's so many other Raider art symbols. Is he just doing the worm? Okay. Well, the other 2 are too far away. I can't handle that. We're just gonna go ahead and head inside. Okay. Oh, it's ghouls. Oh, and charred ghouls. Oh no. Oh, at least they're not my level. I'm not 35. At least they're only 10 levels over me and not freaking level 50 like it keeps giving me. Okay, we're just here for the quest. We will do the rest of this. Exploring what happened here after the bombs at a later date. This looks like someone's already gotten into this room. Samuel Black... Sinat Blackwell. And on his thing is a Free States thing. And an office notice. That again, we'll save that for later. Live free or die. So here's his terminal. Oh, did someone already get into his terminal? I don't... I want to go through all of this. Is this terminal supposed to be locked? This is the bad thing about this being multiplayer thing. I'm probably not going to get the full experience. I feel like I was supposed to hack his terminal. Attention, this terminal is on security lockdown. See security for access. Oh, no, okay, that's fine. So I do have to actually go through and do stuff to access this terminal. G26, security clearance required. Violators will be prosecuted at the highest level. Enter security override. The password entered is incorrect. The access codes I need for the Scorch Detection Network can be found in Senator, that should be on Sam Blackwell's terminal in the Charleston Capitol building. But it's locked down. I need to try and find the security main terminal to gain access. Okay, good. Because I also thought his door was locked, but clearly someone else is on the same quest and has unlocked it. What am I doing? No exploring. But I wanted to come and find this guy. Someone took his bear. Oh, that's so sad. None of this has to do with Blackwell, right? Nope. So we're not going in there. Because that's not for us. We need to go down. Does this lead down? Because look, there's again, that's another raider symbol. But it's not one of the main raider symbols. It's a skull with wings, kind of like stripes made out of various weapons. So I think those are supposed to be machetes, and then a pump action shotgun, and a rifle? So there must have been more than the 5 gangs. Just the 5 gangs were the only gangs that matter. Because here's another one. Which, again, there are guns making up the cross. But that's not what we're here for. We are here to get access to Samuel Blackwell's terminal. By fighting these over-leveled ghouls. Oh, there are a lot of them. Of course there are. Hopefully that closed while I was reloading. It did, but not long enough. Okay, I'm cornered. They do radiation. They do proximity radiation damage. Okay. Where'd you go? There was another one. Don't they come crawling out of these? They must have already crawled out. Yeah, they're supposed to come crawling out of these little holes and make it look all cool and scary. There's a bike. But unfortunately, did I kill this one? Fortunately, I missed it while I was running for my life. Okay, that's not about Blackwell, so we'll save it for a later date. Wow. Point blank, and that shot still missed him. Another person. Potentially died in the flood, but very unlikely. I heard a ghoul open a door. And then he closed it and reopened it? Coming downstairs. You don't want to get shot. We'll let those ghouls live because, again, we're here for one reason. That was an 87% chance, and it missed the first shot. Okay, this is the room I think we gotta be in. Server maintenance. Scout's Life magazine. Security terminal. Violators will be prosecuted, yada yada. Please make a selection. Accounts. Account lockdowns. Just Blackwell's. We'll do the rest of this later. Account name, Samuel Blackwell. Occupation, Senator. Terminal is CJK1. Authorization, confidential. Reason, confidential. Warning. Authorization to unlock requires signed documentation. Unlocking without proof of authorization is an act of treason. Unlock. This account is now unlocked. And now, we are a traitor. I was finally able to gain access to Sam Blackwell's terminal. Now I just need to load the master holotape and run Abby's scanning program to find and download the access codes. Okay. Let's go ahead and head back. I'll see you all soon. Maybe. I don't know how soon. Yeah, this one is the one that's for the, whatever they're called. And then look, here's just another one. So many of them. They're probably just spray painting just anything over these walls. And I'm just assuming there were other raider gangs. Okay. It took off or and an L. All these tools, that's all they managed to do? Okay. Log in. A good man lives a life of truth, but a great man knows when to hide it. Memos, appointments, and correspondence. Memos. Incoming memorandums. Energy meeting. None of this plays into anything, so we're probably going to save all this for when we explore. This one does. We'll read this one. Date 14 June 2077 to Samuel Blackwell from Johannes Channing. As per your request, a thorough investigation has been launched into the alleged wrongful imprisonment of Riley Clay. We will be trying to identify proper motive, the legitimacy of the accusations, making sure standard procedures were followed in both his arrest and imprisonment. An initial kickoff meeting will be held on 16 June for briefings and to establish teams. Personnel, Chief Inspector John Amundi, Investigator Maud Salvatore. Investigator Llewellyn Henning? Sure. I do actually want to read about this Vault Tech fundraising gala. No, we'll save it for when we investigate this place. It's July appointments. It's correspondence. Yeah, save all this for a later date. Let's just load that holotape. Master holotape. System detected. Sit back, relax, and let the holotape work its magic.
Pat yourself on the back, because you just got yourself some top secret security codes off a U.S. Senator's terminal. Next up, the closest relay tower you can find, where you get to upload all that hard-earned data. done with the final part of this process. I mean, it's not like I'll ever really know, but one can hope, right?
So somehow Judy was able to message us again while she must be in our holotape is my only guess. But now I finally gotten the network routing schematics and access codes for the Scorch detection network. Now I have left to do is load Abby's master holotape into a relay tower terminal to upload all of this data. Load the master holotape in a relay tower terminal. So the nearest one to me is actually this one. But I believe it just marks every single relay tower now. Yep. So we'll go to a new one. Why not? And add it to the map. Oh, we haven't done this. I thought we went to this one. Yeah, we'll go to a new one. Alright. So we see our relay tower. There seems to be a raider walking around over there. We're at the one right here in the ash heap, because it was the closest one. So let's go ahead and run in there, upload this master holotape, and head back to Abby. Oh, a legendary Mr. Cutsy. Oh, that ain't good. There's a lot of robots here. Normally there's only like 4. I was not expecting all of this. I'm trying to let this raider do a lot of the work, but they don't seem to want to. Come on. No, don't reload. Because he'll heal. I don't want him to heal. No! I hear that beam charging. Whew. Now it wants to fight the raider. Oh, and while I was here, another quest popped up. Hey, another magazine. I still hear a Protectron walking around. Oh, well, we'll get to the speculation of this location at a later date, as always. No. This is a revolver, right? Yes, okay, good. It's one of the rover things that I did mention. But I have actually never had rover show up here. But man, there were a lot of robots. Emergency detection. It's still... No, it's online, but now it's dormant. So let's go ahead and load in the master holotape. Initiate file upload. Relay tower terminal detected, initiating protocols, uploading routing schematics, access codes, and primary message voice files. Upload complete, success. Scorch detection system reboot required. Oh, I still have to go back to reboot it. And I got a nocturnal rolling pin. No, we won't access any of those. We'll do that when we explore this location, but just know you can add some things to your map when you come here. And there is a maintenance terminal, because this place has lore. Do we want this? He raised 10 kids and lived to tell about it. Advice from married men. Okay, I guess we're taking it, because once you touch it, it's yours. Well, back to Abby's bunker. We'll have to kill some roaches. But there we go. Warning, warning, warning. Scorch detector system network detected. Reboot required. We read all of the things on this by now, I believe. Yes, we already read that part. Did we read this? I was able to upload the data I gathered for the Scorch Detection Network on the Master Holotape through the Relay Tower terminal. Now I just need to head back to Abby's bunker so I can reboot the system. Reboot.
Ignoring any and all possible glitches, you are officially the most amazing person in all of Appalachia. And hopefully not the only one. The Scorch detection system is fully up and running. If you had any idea how long it took us to just get half the system functional, the lives lost, my brother, my dad, and yours truly, of course. Now whenever the Scorched are around, the detectors will pick them up and broadcast a message to your Pip-Boy. All that's left is the means to fight them off. If you haven't already, check my terminal to read about the traps we've created for the Scorch beasts. Hopefully, they're still in working order, and they're your best bet at making those flying freaks manageable. Beyond that, the only ones with any real means were the Brotherhood of Steel. Obviously, they didn't last, but they packed some serious firepower. They took their last stand somewhere in the bog at a place called Fort Defiance. But, thanks to their code names, I have no idea where it is. You'll want to start at Camp Venture, Eddie's old survival training center. I've also put everything I've got on the Brotherhood under an entry called Fort Defiance on my terminal. Good luck out there. And thanks. If this holotape is playing, it means our lives and all this work meant something.
And that finishes coming to fruition. Okay, now it's telling us about special loadouts. So that is the final quest in the Free States storyline. We got some new plans. What do we get? Tesla arc trap, light combat torso, and a flamethrower trap. We had already read her terminal and her stuff about the Brotherhood, because again, you can bypass all of this and go straight there. All these Free States quests really do is they unlock a couple of events. Like, well, here's one right here. It's a trap. This character is way too low to do that solo. Yeah, there are other ones. The ones with the little robot that'll appear at these relay towers. And then there's one other one. And then there's a cut one that was removed. But our next step is to head to Fort Defiance.